But then there was another moment, and when you talk about Def Jam, right?
Mm-hmm.
That time for you, I felt like you had come out of like Cheetah Girls and 3LW and all that stuff, and you were like trying to find your own way and your own sound, and it was not the best fit.
It was. I always say that I don't ever want to do my 20s again. I hated my 20s.
Tell
Looking
me why.
back, it was like the discovery period, but at the same time, I suffer from being a people pleaser, and I really struggled with saying no. I really struggled with wanting to be something I wasn't and trying to figure out what that looked like, what was cool, what was like pretty much just being everything I was being.
Was that your fan? Your menopause fan?
My fan.
Your menopause fan.
My menopause fan just fell. Pretty much just being told like who I should be or what cool, what sexy looked like, but none of it actually aligned with who I was. Yeah, with the real me.
Yeah.
So that was super complicated. I feel like.
But don't you think most women, especially in their 20s, are kind of there?
No, 100%. I just was doing it on the internet, and it was very frustrating for me. I remember specifically crying in your car and being like, I don't understand. At the time, blogs existed. We didn't have
social media.
We didn't have social media. We didn't have social media like that. I think Twitter had just started.
Yeah.
And that's where we were all doing like our, tweets that were like subtweeting to everything and everything that was going on in your life.
Of course.
Please don't go back and read mine from those many years ago. A lot of Dream quotes from his songs. This is so random, the things that I remember of that period of time. That was my favorite album at the time. Dream obviously is this incredible writer, and I was even getting songs from him. But now looking back at those songs, funny enough, I found an email maybe a few weeks ago, and me and my husband were in the car, and I was like, should I go back and listen to those songs I made then? I was horrified.
When you heard them? Why? What were you singing? I don't
want to tell you the titles.
I'm going to wait till Iz comes so he can tell me the
titles of these songs. My husband was like, he actually didn't say anything. He was just like driving, and I'm DJing what my album would have sounded like. And it is so not who I am today. And honestly, it wasn't who I was then. Yeah. One of the songs was like Driving Like a Bitch, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's one of the titles. They all pretty much had profanity in them. They were out of control. But I think I was trying to figure out like
who you were.
How do I show that I'm an adult from Cheetah Girls? Like, I think everybody has a hard time that I've ever heard of that's done the transition from like Disney young actress or singer. How do you then show, well, I'm a grown woman, I'm now, without driving like a bitch. You know? I mean, it just is what it is. So I just remember being like, I have to be super badass. I have to show that I'm an adult. I have to not be Cheetah Girls. I have to show that I'm really sexy. And while I think I felt sexy at that time, I think how I went about it was just so wrong. And we knew, I cried to you, and I remember you just being like, stop doing these things that's not who you are. Like, if you don't want people to judge you this way, then you actually have to not do these things that are making you be viewed this way. If you don't want blogs to say, oh, you're a hoe, you have to sit back for a second and go, am I doing, and you said, and if you're not, then that's their problem, which I loved. I loved that you actually were like, if that's not at all, if you don't feel you're giving them anything that could give them that inclination, then you have to stand with that, and you should be at peace with that. The problem was I wasn't at peace because I wasn't being true to myself. Yeah.
I love that you were that, I don't know, just that you found that clarity for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that, yeah, but it takes a second for everybody. Shit, if I would have run down some of the stuff I was doing in my 20s, my God, eh?
Yeah. You couldn't pay me to do the things that we did then.
Yeah. I think
greenhouse. In a cubicle, like a lot of people drinking, like
what were we looking for? What were we searching for?
I'm shocked that like I really enjoyed that at that time, and then I'm like, did I? It's a weird thing. I think when you're older, you still have to remember, because I know I have a son, and I have to now remember like why did I like it? What was it? So that I don't catch amnesia and be like,
you're gonna catch amnesia. We all do it. We can't help it. We can't help it. But around that time, you were making this music that you said you were like not connecting to. You were like forcing. So whenever you force something,
So forced.
But whenever anybody forces anything, the result is never, it's just not a fit. It's like if you're going against what your journey or your path is supposed to be, that's why they say what was for you is for you. What's not for you is just not going to happen because it ain't for you.
Yep.
So I think because you were in that space, you were getting a lot of pushback about your voice, right?
Yes.
And I remember thinking, because I had heard you sing in Spanish before, and I was then we were going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and you were like down about the criticism about your voice because you had been trying to make this music that wasn't really a fit for you. And I was like, yo, hey, come with me to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You should sing the national anthem. And I remember you up there, and was your mom or your sister?
My
your mom was there, and she was like, thank you for letting her do this. I was like, she's so good, right? She was like, she's so good. Like, you were just up there killing it. And so both of us had that moment. And I knew you loved La India. I'd heard you sing her songs. And so somebody had told me La India was a few things floats behind us.
What I would do to find that footage.
I know. So I said,
hi, if you have that footage, can you
somebody
get in touch with us?
So I say to Adrienne, I know you want to meet her. She's a few floats back. Do you want to go?
No.
She's no. And then they're telling me, hey, we're getting ready to leave in a few minutes. I was like, we could do it. Come on, just come.
Running.
Adrienne jumps off the float. I grab her hand. We're running down the street. And we ran to her thing, and she was lovely to you, right? Was she not lovely to you?
And I'm bawling my eyes out
to meet her, which was so cute.
Like, you want to be cool when you meet your idols, but I could not contain myself. It was the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and it was La India, okay? It was
so good.
And to be honest, it was like both of my idols standing there. You know that I have looked up to you.
I know you love me. I know I love
forever.
You too.
You deserve your flowers. I have emo problems. You know this.
We're going to both cry today, 100%.
But for real, like even when we're talking about that time in my life, like I just did something for the Boys and Girls Club, and they're like, well, who was your mentor? And I'm like, the only person that could have came to my mind was you.
Oh.
And I'm like, you really took me under your wing. You looked out for me. I was clueless, clearly.
I knew. I'm telling you, I've been in the same place, so I knew where you were at.
And I just was like, to be able to have someone that I've listened to my whole life on the radio also be there in a car and like hold my hand and be like, you're going to get it together. We're going to figure this out. And you have always been there for me. So I'm grateful.
I love you.
You're amazing.
But the point of that story for me is, thank you. My point of the story, no, I love that. That makes me very proud. So I always feel this sense of pride for you when because I know the road that you have been on and how you have not, and you kept going. For more episodes, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you on the next IRL podcast.